My dear students, I welcome to our e-school channel. We are seeing mathematics of ninth standard, and in that we are seeing the sets. Before that, practice set 1.2, we have uploaded the number of video regarding the theory of sets and practice set 1.1 also. In this practice set 1.1, we are seeing the first example. Sorry, in this practice set 1.2, we are seeing the first example. Decide which of the following are equal sets and which are not, and justify your answer. So, A is a set of x where 3x minus 1 is equal to 2. So, when I solve this 3x minus 1 is equal to 2, that means what? 3x is equal to 3. That's why x is equal to what? 1. That means value comes out to be 1. Okay, so here in this case we have to decide which of the following are equal sets and which are not. Okay, so second example is what? That b is equal to set of x where x is a natural number but x is neither prime nor composite. You know that there is only one number, okay, that is when we have x is equal to 1, okay, that is the value of x which is neither prime nor composite. Okay, so here also in this case also the value of x will be 1. In this case value of x is also 1. So when we are seeing a set b, that x is a natural number but x is neither prime nor composite. Okay, when we have x is equal to 1 which is neither prime nor composite. Okay, so next is what? Next example, that is c is a set of x where x is a belongs to natural number and x is less than 2. So when you can have to have this set of c, then you know that x is less than 2. Then what is the value of x? Then only x will be equal to 1. That belongs to this set. That is the natural number. So in the above three example, when you look that what is the value that comes out to be in 1, 2, 3, the sets A, B, C are equal sets because they contain the same element. Okay, this set A, B, C, okay, these are called as equal set because they contain one single value, that is x is equal to 1, x is equal to 1 and x is equal to 1. That is why all these sets are called as equal sets. So all the sets, that is set A, B and set C, are called as are equal set because they contain the value 1. That means in this case I can write that a is equal to 1. Okay, in this case I can write b is equal to 1, or in this case c is equal to 1. It comprises of same value 1, that's why it is called as equal set. Then second example, decide whether set a and b set b are equal. We have to decide that whether set A and set B are equal and justify your answer. Okay, A is equal to even prime number. You know that even prime number is only one number. That is, if suppose I am writing A is a set of 2. Okay, that is even prime number. And when I solve this, b is equal to set of x where 7x minus 1 is equal to 13. So 7x minus 1 is equal to 13. That means what? 7x is equal to 14. X is equal to 2. Okay, so that is the set b comprises of what? Set b also comprises of the value 2, and that's why both the sets are equal. So set a and set b are equal. Like that you have to solve. Then next exercise, next example is example 3. In that example 3 we have to see that which of the following are empty sets. Which are the following are empty sets. And you know that here given that a is a set of a, all a's, where a is a natural number smaller than 0. You know that there is no natural number smaller than 0, as there is no natural number smaller than 0. Okay, that's why we can say that a is what? Empty set. Yes, a is empty set. Then second example is given, that in that second example here given as b is a set of x where x square is equal to 0. As x square is equal to 0, we can write it as x is equal to 0. Okay, that means x is equal to 0, that means what? It is something or some element present in the set. Okay, that means I can write that b comprises of some element or some member, and that's value is 0. That is not empty. So this b set is not empty because it comprises of the value x is equal to 0. Okay, then third example, that is c is equal to set of all x where 5x minus 2 is equal to 0, but here condition is what? X belongs to natural number. So I am writing this as 5x minus 2 is equal to 0. So 5x is equal to 2. So x is equal to what? 2 by 5. When you have x is equal to 255, is that 2 by 5 is the member of natural number? No, it is not, because 2 by 5 is not natural number. So I can write that 2 by 5 does not belongs to natural number. That's why this is not a member of this set. Okay, so will it be set empty? Yes, this set will be empty. So C set will be, again you can write that this will be again empty set. Like that you have to decide that which sets are empty and which sets are not empty. Then we have to see the fourth example, and in that fourth example write with reasons. Okay, what is that fourth example? You have to write with reasons which of the following sets are finite set or infinite set. Okay, which are finite set or infinite set. So I am taking the first example. So first example is what? This is the first example. Set A comprises, or set A is a set of all x where x is less than 10 and x is a natural number, and x is a natural number. So what is that value? X is less than 10. So I can write that value as a is equal to set of all natural numbers, but this value should be less than 10. So write from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. That is countable. That is countable numbers, limited value. And that's why this set is finite. Its value is countable. That's why this set is finite set. Okay, then next example is B is a set of all y's where y is less than -1 and y is an integer. Y is in an integer. I can write this as y is less than -1. So I can write the set as, I can write this set as, okay, this is the set of integer, but y is less than -1. So I can start from this -1. I can go with -2, -3. But here it can go -4, -5 like that. So it is infinite way. Okay, so it is less than -1. Okay, here less than -1, that's why it should start with -2. Okay, it will start with -2, -3 like that. Okay, so -2, -3, and it is a infinite way to the left hand side. So this is a infinite set. This is the infinite set. Then third is what? C is equal to set of students of class 9 from your school. As you know that set of students of class 9, you know that in every class there are finite student, fixed student, countable students. Okay, that means suppose the class 9 comprises of 20 students or 40 students or 50 students, that is fixed one, that is countable one. That's why we can say that C is a which type of set? It is a finite, which is a finite set, because strength of the student or number of students are countable. Then set of apparatus in laboratory. What is that set of apparatus in the laboratory? That is basically when you see that set of apparatus of set, there are fixed number of sets. Okay, when you visit any laboratory, there are fixed number of apparatus of that kind. Okay, and that are fixed one. If suppose apparatus are fixed and countable, that's why the set is what? It is called as finite. It is a finite set. Then set of whole numbers. When you write a set, A is a set of whole numbers, and I am starting from whole number 0, 1, 2, 3, and it may go on like that. It is uncountable. Okay, unlimited, and that's why it is called as infinite. It is a infinite set. Then set of people from your village or town. When in census or in counting the people from village, that whatever people or whatever population of that village or town is fixed one, that is a countable one. Okay, so when you say that set of people from your village or town, that is countable one, and that's why we can say that it is a finite. That is strength is finite. That means every people is countable in that village or town. Then set of rational numbers. When we have a set of rational numbers, and while seeing that rational numbers, we have to see that this set is infinite set. Okay, because rational numbers are infinite one. That's why we can say that set of rational number is infinite. So from above all examples, you have to calculate that which sets are finite one and which sets are infinite one. There is no need to just put over here. Okay, it is now very easy to find out that which is the finite one and which is the infinite one, because we have already find it out, no doubt. So simply write down over here that that doesn't mean that you have to solve the problem, but actual concept is what you have to understand. The concept is important. So if suppose you like this our video, then don't forget to subscribe it. Then ask your co-friends to go through with it, all these videos, and don't forget to subscribe it. Thank you.